Microsoft's new console is not the Xbox One, but the Xbox 180, motherfuckers. Welcome back. It's J-Bone. I'm here to talk about what Microsoft just dropped yesterday on the whole entire world about their always online, DRM, always online connectivity, internet bullshit, used game policy crap. They realized that, a lot of people are talking about this stuff, and before we begin, I just want to say if I get caught up in my words a little bit, it's because I was up late last night just crunching out the last 25% of The Last of Us just so I can beat it. I'm going to be putting up a review on that. So if you're out there and you're subscribed and you want to comment and like and share, look forward to that. That's going to be, woo! That's all I got to say about that right now. But yeah, real quick. Just on my way. It's about 7:30 in the morning. I'm on my way to work before I head to the office. Microsoft announces yesterday that they are no longer going to be... Basically, what Microsoft is going to be doing now, it's going to be the PlayStation 4. It's going to be the PS4. But with $100, it's going to be $499 still. It's going to be $100 more for the same shit that PlayStation 4 does. And you always have to have the Kinect. Basically, the used games policies are gone. You can free trade your games, just like Sony said in their E3 conference. And, you know, I think that Microsoft didn't do this for the fans and for the people. They did this because they saw the pre-order sales were shitty. They saw the Amazon sales and the numbers and analytics and all this stuff weren't going as planned. Their shit backfired real fast, real hard, man. And they were just like, ooh, fuck, we gotta do something quick if we wanna fucking salvage anything related to numbers and stuff. And to sales and to money and to profit. And Sony, I think, you know, they saw that they were just kicking ass. People wanted what Sony were giving them as a product. You know, for $400, what Sony was giving was more appealing than Xbox's $500, you know, restrictive bullshit. And to have the audacity to try to pull that shit since video games, since, what, the 80s, since the 70s, with arcades and Donkey Kong, leading up to NES and Atari and Genesis and Sega CD and Sega Dreamcast and PlayStation 1, PS2, PS3, Xbox, Wii U, Nintendo, you know, leading all the way up to that. It's like people wanted to just play games when they wanted to, how they wanted to, and with whoever they wanted to play it with. And Microsoft tried to break that mold, which was a big fucking no-no. Like, you can't just go ahead and fucking start doing that shit. You know, people are not going to like it. And there are some people out there that think, well, it's not too bad. We're always online with our phones and shit, you know. Well, that's our phones. You know, we carry our phones with us. But what if I just want to play some fucking games? Like, what if I don't want to connect online with my phone? You know? And sometimes, like, my phone isn't always online, you know? Or always online, always connected, I should say, to 3G. Like I said, I was up late last night, so my words are a little scrambled and jumbled. But I think it's a very good day for not only Microsoft fans, but also video gamers as a whole. Very good day. But still be weary. What gets me is this. Take this into consideration and let this dawn and sit on you for a little bit. If Microsoft was pushing this real hard, and they were sticking to their guns. They didn't care what you were saying. They didn't care what consumers were saying. Like Don Matrix said, you know, we have an Xbox for people who don't connect to the internet. It's called the Xbox 360, and you know, it's just like, well, how about it's called, you know, the Xbox fuck you, you know, type thing. And I think you know, to be weary though, if Xbox and Microsoft were able to pull this shit and try to get away with it, and all of a sudden they just come in and they go, well, okay guys, we're gonna take that shit out. You know, for them to just do that so quickly, it shows to me how quickly they can put it back in. How quickly they can put it back into future consoles. Like, what's going to happen a couple years down the road? What's going to happen like 4 or 5 years, 6 years down the road? And there's already analytics and people like that who do that sort of thing, who think that this next console generation isn't going to last a 7-8 year console generation. It's going to be a 4 or 5 year console generation with the way technology is moving so quickly. I mean, back in 2001, like when 9/11 happened, you know, I was a freshman in high school, and you know, cell phones were just starting to break out with ringtones and shit and little things like that. And, you know, it's only 12 years later, and I'm recording, you know, video on my phone, you know, and shit. It's just, it's so fast how everything is moving so quickly and shit. But I think, you know, you got to watch out for how, if they're able to take that out and then put it back in, you know, you got to be wary of both companies. Sony too. You wonder if Sony was thinking about doing that, and they were just like, well, shit, you know, we can't get away with that, so let's not do it. And they saw that Microsoft was doing it, so they wanted to make that big knockout blow, that big bullet to the head, the boom, right at E3, man, and everyone was just chanting Sony and shit, and people loved it. That's what people wanted. But you gotta be careful what Microsoft is going to do down the road. You know, trying to subtly, you know, very slowly, like a slithery snake, man, creep some of it back in if they're going to do it. I'm just talking out my ass, but that's just my 2 cents. You know, you got to be wary of it. But hell yeah, I mean, it's a very good thing, very good thing. I think it's kind of funny how they you know, it's like they didn't really care about the consumers. I mean, basically at the end of the day, it's like, really, I mean, do they really care about you 100%? Does Sony really care about me? You know, I'm sure to a small percentage they do. You know, same with you. If you're a Sony fan, Microsoft fan, if you have both consoles or whatever. Excuse me, if you pre-ordered both consoles. But the thing is, they care about your money. They care about your money, what's in your wallet, and they saw that people weren't opening up their fucking wallets to Microsoft, I mean. And basically, yeah, so we'll see what happens the day of launch console. I think it also makes, I want to leave on this note too, it also makes for a stiff competition. So it's good in a sense, you know, competition is good, so it brings both parties, Wii U too, Nintendo, so brings all three parties to a more tougher competition state of mind, and the exclusivity, or I can't even pronounce that word, the more exclusive content for each console, each brand, and just games and just competition as a whole. So yeah, I mean, Microsoft does a 180, man. Let me know what you think in your comments below. Like and share this button. And I'll keep you posted coming up with my Last of Us review. And so look forward to that. I beat that game last night. That's why I didn't really get much sleep last night, and I was blown fucking away. So happy, so happy. I was so glad to beat that game. I was constantly thinking about it. I mean, the game is really powerful. So look forward to that. Until next time, this is Honest J-Bone. Peace out.